we have the BluCube fire hood here. And the reason why we've gone with this is because it boasts a 6.5 inch and an 8 inch cutout in one fire hood. So rather than stocking multiple different units, we've actually got one unit that can do both. So as you can see there, it's got one hole, and that hole can take a 200mm cutout, which is the kind of standard for most 6.5 inch speakers. And then it's got a secondary seam just there, I'll go in a little bit, with a cut line on it, and if you cut that out, and that'll take most 8 inch speakers. So yeah, that is one of the reasons why we go with BluCube, and I'll take you through how you get this into the ceiling and secure. Okay, so first up, what we want to be doing is cutting a small incision in the side of the actual fire hood itself for the cable to pass through. And this might be a little tight, so don't worry about it. Right, and then that comes through the actual unit. Scrunch the fire hood up and push it in. Open it up again. Now we've got a lot of space in our joist, so I'm gonna push this to one side. Then the next step is to grip fill this outside edge and then create the seal for the fire hood to sit in. Step 2, we install some grip fill, or in my case some sticks like naughty word, into the upper side of the plasterboard. This will create the bond between the fire hood itself and the plasterboard and make sure that the fire seal is there and that it meets its legal requirements. So we literally just run this around. Already done some of this because it does take a bit of time. Don't worry about it being perfect, because the way that the hood is made, it will just sit on top of it and create a nice seal. Okay, the step 3, the kind of messy bit now, is that we're going to pull that fire hood back over where the hole is, and we're going to kind of compress down on the lip of the fire hood onto the upper part of the plasterboard where we've put our bond. So we're going to bring this back across, and it will sit. We want to bring these down. Now wear gloves for this because it can get a bit mucky, okay? You might have to go across this a second time after it's all been done, but that feels pretty good to me. Don't worry about it coming in slightly or being slightly loose. That's absolutely fine as long as your cable's out and you've got everything else. I'll get all the horrible sticks like grip off here. There we go. Wearing gloves is useful because it will get messy. So once you're finished with your gloves, you can literally take one coil of them, pull them off. Same with the other side. Those can be binned and you've got nice clean hands. 8 hours later and we're back. Now I'd be tempted to wait for almost 24 hours to make sure the bond, the grip fill that we've put in, has bonded our fire hood and our plasterboard completely together and created that perfect seal, because we don't want this to be the weak point for the fire to ingress to the next floor. And so just to put it out there that these instructions are specifically for the BluCube model, and there's other manufacturers out there, so make sure you follow their manufacturer's instructions to the T. And I'll pop the link to the BluCube units below. We're not sponsored by them, they haven't given us these units, it's just something that we know that has to be done as part of a proper install. So I better get back to what I was in the middle of, which was the stereo in ceiling and veil amp video, and I'll see you on those episodes.